It's the Burmans and we're now on our last 3 episodes of ASEAN Na Tayo. Sa loob ng isang taon, inihatid namin sa inyo ang mga mahalagang kaganapan sa Philippine hosting and chairmanship of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations na sumakto naman sa ika-50th founding anniversary nito. Magandang araw mga kababayan, ako si Kris Ablan. For this episode, tatalakayin natin ang naging pagpupulong sa isinagawang 49th ASEAN Economic Ministers Meeting and related meetings na ginanap nitong ika-4 hanggang ika-11 ng buwan ng Setyembre 2017. Sisilipin din natin mamaya ang naging back-to-back na pagbisita ni Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte sa Republic of the Union of Myanmar at Kingdom of Thailand na kumumpleto sa kanyang ASEAN Tour. Nitong nakaraang buwan ng Setyembre, naganap ang isang mahalagang pagpupulong ng ASEAN hosting, ang 49th ASEAN Economic Ministers Meeting, na dinaluhan naman ng mga high-level economic officials at ministers mula sa 10 ASEAN member countries. Kasama rin ang mga dialogue partners nito. Let's watch this!
It is an honor for me to welcome the economic ministers, our fellow ASEAN member states, as we host the 49th ASEAN Economic Ministers Meeting and related meetings. It is just and proper that you also join us tonight as we recognize outstanding ASEAN enterprises that contributed to the growth and prosperity of our region.
It is with honor to warmly welcome you all to the Philippines on the occasion of our country's hosting of the 49th ASEAN Economic Ministers Meeting and related meetings. We are convening at a historical juncture as we celebrate the 50th founding anniversary of the ASEAN. For this year, we commemorate the transformation of this regional community into a pillar of resiliency and dynamism. I declare the 49th ASEAN Economic Ministers Meeting and related meetings officially open, and I wish the meetings great success. Mabuhay at salamat po. Thank you very much.
para alamin natin kung ano-ano nga ba ang napag-usapan sa mga naging pagpupulong, makakasama po natin muli ang Department of Trade and Industry Bureau of International Trade Relations Director Anne-Claire Credo-Cabochan. Good day po, Ma'am Cabochan. How are you? And welcome back to ASEAN Na Tayo.
Good day din sa iyo, Kris. Maraming salamat sa invitation nyo. I'm so happy to be back.
Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedule po and guesting on our show. We learned a lot from the previous time you visited us po on the show. And we hope you can give us some updates on the trade relations the Philippines has with our ASEAN partners.
Yes, of course.
All right, so let's talk about the 49th meeting which occurred noong September. What were the Philippines' commitments and deliverables for that particular meeting, Director Cabochan?
Last September, we had the 49th ASEAN Economic Ministers meeting.
Yes, AEM.
AEM. Yung economic ministers po, yun ang pinakamataas dun sa pillar ng economic community. Kasi 3 pillars yung ASEAN.
Yes.
So, dun sa economic community, the economic ministers are the highest policy makers.
Right.
Bago siya aakyat sa mga leaders.
Right.
So, mahalaga yung naging 49th Economic Ministers meeting kasi doon sa gusto nating mangyari dito sa hosting year natin sa Pilipinas.
Yes.
Ay yung inclusive, innovation-led growth.
Yes.
So yun yung ating theme under the economic pillar. Under that, merong doong 11 priority deliverables.
All right.
So ang DTI ang responsable dun sa 11 na yon.
Yes.
So dun nung 49th Economic Ministers Meeting or AEM, pinag-uusapan yung 11 deliverables na yan at nakita naman po ng DTI at nireport to ni Secretary Ramon Lopez after the meeting that we were able to secure 10 out of the 11 economic deliverables.
Okay.
So nagkakaroon ng progress na very substantial progress kahit hindi man siya yung completed because all these initiatives are also ongoing concerns. So hindi mo dapat isipin na kailangan sarado yan. No, because even next year we will work on that. So
what's an example, ma'am, of the 10 deliverables agreed by the ministers?
For instance, meron doon sa yung ASEAN-wide self-certification scheme. Mahalaga po yan dahil yung mga maliliit nating mga traders na nag-e-export ng goods ay hindi na kailangang kukuha pa ng rules of origin na certification from the Bureau of Customs. Pag natapos natin yung rules na yan, kasi very substantial yung progress, meron na ngang in-endorse doon sa mga ministers. Konti na lang yung pinag-uusapan, kunyari kung sino na lang ang pipirma, or how many documents are required before you can use that scheme, or how the traders can be qualified. Most of the work has been done. So gusto natin mangyari, 2018 ay in place na siya.
That's good. So ang ibig sabihin lang po nito, Director Cabochan, is for our Philippine traders who would like to do business in ASEAN countries, mababawasan po yung mga required na pirma o mga required na dokumento. Dati, sobrang dami. Ganun po ba yun?
Sobrang dami. At hindi na nga sila kailangang pumunta sa Bureau of Customs, kukuha ng Form D, yung Certificate of Rules of Origin, kasi parang self-declaration basis na lang. Kaya meron ding doon, kung sino lang ang qualified na gagawa kasi self-declaration.
So aasahan po natin ng ating mga traders na by 2018, hopefully, knock on wood, magkakaroon tayo ng ASEAN-wide self-certification scheme. At di na nila kailangan i-fill up ang Form D na kinukuha nila sa Bureau of Customs.
Yes.
So mas maganda yun kasi mas madali na kung businessman ako.
Yes.
Any other example po dun sa 10 na na-approve ng ministers?
Well, doon din sa na-approve ng mga ministers, for instance, doon sa ASEAN Trade in Services Agreement, yung pag-upgrade ng ATISA, ang tawag natin pag-upgrade ng ATISA, na pag-usapan din at na-endorse naman to papunta sa mga ministers, yung migration from the negative list to the positive list doon sa services. Ang ibig lang sabihin yan, dati kasi pag services, may trade tayo, services. Kung ano lang yung nasa listahan, yun lang yung parang part of the agreement. Ngayon, ang nangyayari, magmamigrate na tayo papunta sa negative list na kung baga, kung ano lang ang wala, yun lang ang hindi kasama. So, para na lang siyang trade in goods.
Ito po ba ang parang pag-practice ng profession?
Kasama po yan.
Opo.
Practice ng profession.
Yes, so wala na pong puro negative list na mag-iisip pa kung kasama ba ako o hindi. Ngayon mas specific na yung mas malinaw na kumbaga.
Actually kasi yung services malawak yan. Pwede kasing tourism services, construction services, communication services. Yung professional services ay medyo mas mas delicate at mas yung proseso, mas madaming proseso kasi kailangan nating isipin na yung kwalifikasyon ng isang professional ay talagang titingnan din yan based on what the qualifications are in the host country. So, ang ginagawa ng ASEAN dyan ay tinitingnan yung pag-harmonize ng qualifications of professionals within ASEAN.
Ano po ang ating timetable para dito sa ATISA or ASEAN Trade in Service Agreement?
Well, sa ATISA, gusto natin within the next year ay na tayo into a negative list.
Okay.
Yes, so we're
similar,
able to migrate.
Similar po dun sa self-certification scheme, our goal is also 2018.
Yes,
So,
kasi that's also related to the packages that are in services. Yung ibang bansa ay nasa 10th package, tayo pa hindi pa natin natapos. Kunyari yung 9th package. Kasi kailangan pa yan ng concurrence ng mga ahensya. So ngayon, meron din tayong gawin internally, domestically, para natin magawa yun. So yung ibang bansa, may ilan din na may ganun ding domestic na hurdles, pero lahat ay nag-uusap naman at gusto nating may mangyayari.
right.
Yes.
You're optimistic naman po that your counterparts in the Philippines related to ATISA will be able to hurdle the requirements po.
Yes, yes. The agencies are working very hard.
That's good.
Yes.
Good news po yan. So, mapunta naman po tayo sa itong ASEAN Inclusive Business Initiative po, o ASEAN IB Initiative. Can you tell us more about this, Director Cabochan?
Well, I would like to give credit to the ASEAN Business Advisory Council that is led by, of course, Presidential Advisor Joey Concepcion. Sila talaga ang nagsispearhead ng inclusive business because when you say inclusive business, ang main player dyan really are businessmen.
Private sector
It's the
po.
private sector.
Yes.
So they had a summit last September 6 na nagkaroon sila ng binibigyan nila ng first Inclusive Business Awards, IB Awards. May 4 na mga negosyo, dalawa sa Pilipinas, meron sa Thailand, meron sa Lao, PDR, na mga sinatawag nilang exemplars.
Yes.
Kasi tinitingnan natin yung modelo nila, the way they do business, binibigyan nila ng opportunities to participate as a supplier, as seller, or even as consumer, yung mga sinasabi nating nasa base of the pyramid. So, kunyari sa Pilipinas, yung negosyo ng generika na mga
Generica is one of the
yes,
awardees.
one of the awardees.
Okay. Anong ginawa ng Generica para masabi ng ASEAN na inclusive business siya?
Well, yung model niya kasi, di ba, murang gamot, generic. Tapos nandun siya sa mga areas na minsan wala kang malalaking mga
Walang mercury drug.
Yes. So, doon, kasi it's not only participating in the business but also the consumers na pwede silang bumili nung gamot na yon.
Kasi naman kailangan pa nilang maglakbay sa poblasyon o sa sentro, andun na yung generika na butika sa barangay nila. So, yun yung
mas
ibig sabihin.
mura, pero mabisa din na gamot.
Okay. So, napag-usapan po natin yung iba't ibang ASEAN schemes katulad ng self-certification scheme at saka yung ATISA. Meron pa po kayong idadagdag, Director Cabochan, na ASEAN-related activity na gusto niyo pong i-share sa ating mga nanonood?
Well, very related din siya sa inclusive business. na-endorse na din yung tinatawag natin ng FAST, Focused and Strategic Action Agenda for Investments. So, ngayong October 19 ay magkakaroon po ng parang pagtatagpo ng mga MSMEs in ASEAN and the multinationals in ASEAN.
Okay.
So this is spearheaded by the Board of Investments ng DTI. Sila yung mag-ano nung parang forum na yan, opportunity for the MSMEs to meet the multinational enterprises.
Maganda yun.
Yes, big business at saka yung mga MSMEs, bakit po mahalaga yan,
Yes.
Kris?
Opo.
It is very important kasi yung mga maliliit nating mga negosyante, sila yung pwedeng, pwede pala kaming magbenta ng
That's right.
ganitong
Maging supplier.
ng raw materials o kaya intermediate products. At saka itong mga MNEs naman, ang gagawin nila, makapaghanap sila ng pwedeng mag-supply sa kanila na hindi dati nilang supplier. So it's an opportunity to integrate into the value chain.
That's right. Maganda po to. This is going to be on October 19.
October 19, yes.
This is something for our micro, small, and medium enterprises because they can be supplier to all of these MNEs.
Yes.
And they're getting access to the 600 million ASEANs. So that's good, October 19.
At saka I think that's why I said it's related to IB. Because pag nag-usap-usap yan, there's always that mentoring feature na makikita din nila na ano yung magagandang mga practices na kahit maliit kang negosyante, dapat makuha mo na at this time.
Specifically, mga medium-sized enterprises na going to become a large enterprise, makita nila kung ano yung secret to success.
Yes.
Maraming salamat po, Director Cabochan. So, bago po tayo magpatuloy, balikan muna natin ang naging pagbisita ng Pangulo sa dalawang bansang miyembro ng ASEAN. Nitong nakaraang buwan ng Marso, personal na kinumbida ni Pangulong Duterte si President U Tin Cho ng Republic of the Union of Myanmar kung saan makipagpulong din siya kay Foreign Minister at State Councilor Aung San Suu Kyi para personal na ipahatid ang imbitasyon para daluhan ang isasagawang ASEAN Summits. Panoorin po natin ito.
I am pleased to finally visit your beautiful country. It is a rich nation in history and culture, and a people steeped in proud traditions. For the singular experience, I am thankful to President Rodrigo. The welcome has been warm and the hospitality most generous. I feel I am at home and among friends.
Director Cabochan, what's the status of our trade relations with Myanmar?
Well, yung relations natin with Myanmar, of course, we are brothers in ASEAN. So we always
But they're
look,
one of the new members of
they're
ASEAN,
one of the
relatively.
newest, yes, members of ASEAN. There's trade with Myanmar, like we get, for instance, potato flour from them. We get wheat, or even the pocket lighters galing sa Myanmar. Yung
that's
mga
interesting.
ini-import natin. But itong presidential visit, magpapakita yan how we are able to also tap other opportunities
Yes.
para mas maging masigla.
Yes.
Because if you look at the trade figures, hindi naman siya spectacular.
Yeah.
There's always room to improve.
Yeah.
Kaya itong mga presidential visits ni President Duterte, yun yung perfect opportunity kasi usually may business delegation din yan para makapag-usap yung dun sa mga negosyante din doon kung paano sila magkakaroon ng, business amongst each
Sa
other.
9 trade partners natin, I don't think Myanmar is in the top, no?
No, it's not.
So there's still untapped potential
Yes.
of having trade between the
Yes.
Philippines and Myanmar.
Yes.
So aside from wheat and aside from pocket lighters, are there any other future investments you think that the Philippines can have with Myanmar?
Well, on the investment side, I think that when the businessmen are able to talk, I'm sure that the investments will come later. So, ang inaano lang doon is if we are able to trade more,
Yes.
we are also going to be able to bring in the investments. So, hopefully it will happen.
Meron pong barriers to investment dyan sa Myanmar, or are they an open country po for investment?
I will not be very sure about barriers because that's something really that the Board of Investments would be able to talk about. But in one of the initiatives of DTI, which is a priority deliverable, yung binanggit kong focused and strategic action agenda.
Yung FAST.
Yung FAST, nandoon yung parang maging facilitative with respect to investments.
That's good.
Yes.
Matapos ang pagbisita ng Pangulo sa Myanmar, tinungo naman nito ang Kingdom of Thailand na bumuo sa kanyang ASEAN Tour. Kung ating babalikan, nauna nang binisita ng Pangulo ang Kingdom of Thailand noong ika-9 ng Nobyembre taong 2016 para magpahiwatig ng kanyang pakikirame sa mamayan ng Thailand matapos pumanaw ang kanilang hari na si King Pumipon Aduniade noong October 13, 2016. At nitong darating na Biyernes, magtatapos na ang kanilang 1 taong pagluluksa. Silipin natin ang naging pagbisita ng Pangulo sa Thailand, and let's watch this.
I count on Thailand and our ASEAN brothers to be more active partners in this common quest to make a positive and significant difference in the lives of our people. Let us draw inspiration from the struggles that we have surmounted as independent and sovereign nations. We have much to learn from each other as we have much to gain from ensuring our friendship grows from strength to greater strength each year. To the friendship and amity between our peoples and continued excellent relations between our two countries. Mabuhay ang Thailand at ang Philippines.
Yan. Director Cabochan, I think naman in the ranking of countries, Thailand fares better than Myanmar. I think Thailand is a bigger market for the Philippines than Myanmar. Kamusta po ang trade relations po ng ating bansa kasama po ang Thailand?
Well, Thailand has always been a market that was a destination for Philippine businesses. Pero tayo din ay destination nila. So the trade is complementary.
Yes.
And very, very brisk ang trade activities natin. Although there's always room for improvement. Pero, you know, Thailand has always been an automotive hub.
Right.
So, spare parts, kasi dami natin mga sasakyan dito.
Yes.
Although nga, ang DTI meron ng bagong project ngayon yung cars para yung sarili nating mga negosyant, our small businessmen will be the ones who will produce those parts. But yes, for certain other parts, we get it from them. Of course, we also import. NFA imports rice from Thailand.
I see.
For you know, when we need to be able to have a buffer.
Hindi lang po pala from Vietnam, pero from Thailand as well.
Also. Yes, Thailand and Vietnam.
So we have tourist trade, we have business on automotive, and then pati na rin po sa agricultural products. Rice.
And Thailand is very strong doon sa one town, one product. Nakikita nyo yung kahit sa airport nila, yung kahit sa airport nila, ang ganda ng parang kanilang stall to highlight what is very, very unique and the good products there for certain regions. Ngayon, we are becoming very strong on that kasi ang DTI meron na yung go local. Nakikita natin nasa malls, nilalagay na dun sa parang duty free, tapos nandun na siya sa madaming mga Robinsons, Glorieta. So pinapakita na din natin yung ating magagandang produkto. We learn from how they did it, the branding, and how to make them stand out, even with important products.
Can you just give us an example of the change from learning from Thailand in terms of the promoting po the OTOP? Many years ago when I was based in the province, meron na pong OTOP pero hindi po siya nabibigyan ng tulong ng DTI o yung mga ibang ahensya noon. Pero ngayon, dahil nga nakakita natin kung paano ginagawa ng ibang bansa katulad ng Thailand, ano po, can you share with us, Director Cabochan, ang isa sa mga changes na in-implement ng DTI to improve OTOP?
Well, nakikita natin kasi dun sa mga produkto ng Thailand, magaganda yung packaging, yung contents ng labels ay nandoon, tapos kung saan sila nakalagay sa mga tindahan. Yung meron silang talagang parang place of honor, kumbaga, dun sa tindahan. Sinabi ko kanina, dun sa airport, ang gaganda ng mga stand nila. Sa atin, ganyan na din ang ginagawa ng DTI ngayon, dun sa Go Local na mga stalls. Talagang makikita mo, malayo pa, makikita mo na may Go Local doon, mga produkto po natin yan.
Actually, ma'am, now that you mentioned it, if I check the packaging of the OTOP, yung mga local products, mas maganda talaga yung packaging. And dati, local na nga ako, hindi ko ba bibilhin yung mga packaging kasi medyo hindi maganda. Hindi mo alam kung dekalidad siya, hindi mo alam kung expired na ba siya o dumaan sa matinding quality control. Pero dahil maganda na yung itsura niya, because I mean, let's face it, people are really, they look superficially. Kung pangit ang packaging, hindi nila bibilan yan. So, na-appreciate ko na ngayon yung ginawa ng DTI. Mas maganda na ngayon mga packaging ng karamihan ng ating mga local products.
I remember very clearly as a Kris when I came here the first time, I mentioned yung partnership ng DTI with the DOST. Kasi sa mga pagkain, hindi lang naman DTI lahat yan. So kahit may design center kami, natutulong sa iyo paano pagandahin yung package mo. We have DOST also helping to ensure the safety of the product,
That's
lalo
right.
na pagpagkain.
Opo, naalala ko po yung conversation
Yes,
natin last
yes,
time.
opo.
Okay. Anything to add po with our trade relations with Thailand, or more or less have we covered it?
Well, Thailand, of course, has always been one of the founders of ASEAN.
That's right.
So medyo mahaba talaga yung ano natin with Thailand. So we engage them at all levels. So and the economic front, lagi ang may mga usapan within the Philippines and Thailand. We benefit from sharing good best practices, pag may mga workshops, tsaka pag dun sa mga dynamics in ASEAN, ano talaga, nag-uusap-usap talaga lagi yan.
Okay, so for the past minutes, we've been looking at we've been looking to the past. Now let's look towards the future. With the Philippines as host of the 30th and the 31st ASEAN Summits, which is going to be in November, how can the agreements, the trade agreements that the DTI enters into on behalf of the country affect the lives of ordinary people? And what do Filipinos look forward with regards to trade relations with our ASEAN brothers?
Well, actually, the 30th already happened last April.
That's right.
So the 31st is the summit where you have the ASEAN 10 plus the dialogue partners. So
Right.
this is a bigger summit than the one last April.
Yes.
Kasi nandito na yung ibang kausap natin.
US.
Yes, the US will be here. You have
Yes.
China, Japan, Indonesia, India, I mean,
Yes.
Australia, New Zealand. EU will be here.
Yes.
Canada, Russia. So mas malaki talaga to na summit. So on the part of DTI, babalik ako doon sa inclusive and innovation-led growth.
Right.
Lahat ng priority deliverables ng DTI talagang ang tinitingnan talaga ng DTI ay yung dapat yung pag-uunlad natin ay makaka-benefit doon sa sinasabi nating nasa base of the pyramid. So when we want to empower MSMEs, we know that we are helping those who are below the poverty line to go up, because when you have businesses, lahat yan magkakaroon ng multiplier effect, di ba?
Yes.
Employment. If you have employment, you can send your kids to school.
Yes.
Gaganda yung buhay. So lahat ng initiatives ng DTI, yung mga sinasabi namin, hindi ko nabanggit kanina yung women's economic empowerment. Meron din yan na mini-mainstream natin dahil nakikita natin yung MSMEs natin, karamihan ay kababaihan. So, yung mga initiatives na ganyan, although not all are agreements, some are declarations,
Yes.
some are work plans, some are policies, eh talagang it's all meant to really contribute to inclusive growth.
Yes. Oh. And you know that that the biggest employer in any democracy or economy is actually the medium and the small business enterprise.
Yes.
Not really the MNEs, but really the MSMEs.
Yes, I can say it bravely
Yes.
on camera that around the world, more than 90%
Yes.
of businesses are MSMEs.
Yes.
So talagang kailangan yun ang i-empower natin. Lahat ng initiatives natin, this is the ASEAN hosting here, but we will also make sure that kahit beyond the hosting year, all these initiatives are still going to be pursued. Pero lalo na ngayon, dahil gusto natin talaga mapakita natin na nag-benefit yung ordinary Filipino dun sa hosting natin ng ASEAN.
That's what we're looking forward to in terms of trade relations and DTI as well as ASEAN. Bago po tayo magtapos, meron po ba kayong huling mensahe sa ating mga viewers, Director Cabochan?
Ang gusto lang po natin sa DTI at saka ng gobyerno ay mararamdaman ng lahat ng Pilipino, lalo yung nasa baba, na ang gobyerno nila ay nagtatrabaho para po sa kanila. So makikita nila doon sa mas maunlad na buhay para sa kanila, yung mga initiatives natin po ay nandoon lahat. Thank you.
Para sa mga iba't ibang bagay na hindi natin napag-usapan ngayon, ano po ba yung website ng DTI para ma-check po ng ating mga kababayan?
We have www.dti.gov.ph. So, madami silang makuhang impormasyon doon. Lalo-lalo na yung mga gustong magnegosyo.
That's right.
Yung mga maliliit na negosyante.
That's right. Kasi bago tayo magtapos, Director Cabochan, not only are businesses, providing employment, they also provide taxes.
Yes.
And the taxes that we would need in order to do all of the infrastructure projects the President wants. So it's a really big, circle. Now we all need to work, all cogs need to work in order for us to deliver a more comfortable life to Filipinos.
Yes.
Maraming salamat po, Director Cabochan.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat din sa lahat sa patuloy pa ring sumasabaybay sa aming programa. For more information on the Philippines hosting of ASEAN 2017 Summits, pwede pong puntahan ang aming website, asean2017.ph. You can follow us in our social media accounts, the Presidential Communications and Radio Television Malacanang Facebook pages, or view our episodes in our YouTube channel, RTV Malacanang, and in our website, rtvm.gov.ph. I'm Kris Ablan. Magkita-kita po tayo ulit next month dito lang sa ASEAN Na Tayo.